Good morning and hello once more. So this will be the last video covering the Amiga 500 Plus and assorted bits and pieces that I got way back in May. So I'm just filming some footage to cut around the stuff I've already got from much earlier on. So what I'll do is cover the kind of stuff I found inside, including the horrible battery, and then give you guys a look at what I eventually ended up with. Which is the A500 Plus itself with the 68010 CPU, a couple of different RAM expansions including what's in this Rocktech hard disk unit and the hard disk, and I've also got the I think it's the Amiga 1081 monitor and a stand and things I picked up. So I'll just give a bit of an overview of what I've got there, but first shot is to show you the RAM. So I managed to get all the sims for filling this thing up. So it's got its maximum capacity of 8 megabytes of fast RAM, and I think I've got an extra 1 meg of chip RAM in the A500 Plus, so it gives it a total of 2 megs chip RAM, 8 meg fast RAM, plus the hard disk, plus the CPU upgrade. So it's a very period pimped machine at this point. I'll just speed this up a bit and show you what that whole stack full of sims and stuff looks like in here before carrying on to some of my older footage, just having a look at the hard drive and whatnot and the battery corrosion. So here we go. So here we go, you've got the hard disk, which is covering up some ROM chips and things, and there's a SCSI chip fitted in this for the rear SCSI port. Did try to get a CD-ROM working on here, and looks like it won't support a CD, so it's probably just hard disks it will do. This came with 2 megs in it when I got it, and I managed to score another 6 megs for, I don't know, like £10 or something, shipped across from Germany. So that gives me that fully populated. I'll have a bit more of a look at this apart and show you more detail on the hard disk, and then I'll pop stuff back together, go through the contents of the A500 Plus and show you what I've ended up with on the final setup. And here's the thing a bit more back together before we put the top on. So it's a Connor, I think it's a CP30084E, which apparently is 85 megabytes. Proper retro system this. The damn warranty seal is still intact. Sadly, I'm going to have to break it because my understanding is there's this corrosive battery in there that I'm going to have to get out. But wow, it's cool. So definitely need to take the battery out. Doesn't look like it's done too much damage yet. Otherwise, things seem in good order. All the caps look okay and whatnot. Let's see, revision 8A1. Let's get this thing cleaned up. All cleaned up. So you can see there definitely is some damage to the traces and things, but it was working. So I've used a bit of diluted vinegar to clean up the mess, which is supposed to help neutralize any remaining corrosive elements. So fingers crossed that's going to do the job. Let's put it back together and check it all still works. Okay, and here we have the machine all back together now. Booting from our hard disk with our 10 megs of RAM. Got the nice kind of dock here, which has the ports for the joystick and mouse on the side there, keeping everything nice and neat. Do external floppy drive and CD-ROM. Unfortunately I can't connect the CD-ROM right now, but maybe one day I'll get a compatible SCSI adapter. I think the GVP Impact 2 potentially looks good. And what I also picked up was this Amiga branded monitor. So I believe this is a Commodore 1081, but I don't know what year it would have to be to actually say Amiga on it. So that was a slightly interesting one. But yeah, here we go. Over a little bit of time and a bit of collecting, this is the period setup I've ended up with. Massively upgraded RAM, got a hard disk, got the 68010 CPU, it's all running very nicely. Means I can run WHD load on it, and the 68010 lets me quit out of games and things, which I don't believe you can do with the 68000. So yeah, pretty nice setup, and it didn't end up costing too much either. So that's probably everything I'll do specifically on the A500 Plus. I do have an idea for making a bit better use of it in future, but for now I think that's my Amiga hardware content until I get hold of anything else. So anything else people would like to see, let me know in the comments. I've got the A500 Plus, got a completely stock A500, and an A1200 that's also pretty much stock, got a hard disk in it. So I'm pretty happy with that for now. And like I say, I'm just going to find some more interesting ways of using it, I think. Have fun out there. I'll see you all around.